Well, there is no better place, better stadium to be in the Championship right now, and Coventry City could not be in a better place. The curtain is about to come down on 2025, the year of a Coventry near miss, but 2026 could be the year they hit the target, they land the jackpot, they live their dream. On in the middle here, gets his head on it, no trouble for Rushworth. Scored a couple of goals so far this season, has Ivan Azon. Probably should have had a couple more as well with the opportunities he's had. Held in by Van Ewijk. At the head of Kitching, only having a piece of it, and from Mason Clark was waiting, but couldn't quite get enough power on the header to trouble Walton.
He scored that stunning header against Southampton, just seemed to mistime that one. It was a decent chance though.
Egeli, away from Sakamoto. It's dropped here to Clark. Well, they packed a punch, but not the direction.
Yeah, just needed a bit more control. It broke so kindly for him. He's just stepped onto it and smashed it. Maybe he's worried about the Coventry defenders stepping onto him. In the space about, what, 15-20 seconds there were two chances. Mason Clark, I think he just seemed to mistime it.
Well, there's Mason Clark. Haji Wright pointing to where he wants it. It's Radoni. Behind Haji Wright. Clark, nicely done around the corner. Ivan Azon. Nunez is up there with him. It's Azon. And it's routine work for Rushworth.
Well, they did this in the game at Portland Road. They kind of encouraged Coventry to step on them, then they played through the press and broke at them on the counter-attack, and doesn't hit it cleanly. It's comfortably savable.
Sakamoto. Against the clutches of Azon, but not of Matasiwa. Ipswich are looking interested in this counter-attack here. Jack Clark. Carried the ball a long way. Matasiwa tried to keep Ipswich on the front foot. Here he is again. It's Matasiwa. And it's high and wide in the end.
He just needs to keep the attack going, and he knows it.
Nunez. Just like to drift out to the right. Egeli. Here is Darnell Furlong. And that was a chance at the far post for Jacob Greaves. He's getting forward far more than we expected him to do so.
It's a fabulous opportunity. It's a brilliant cross from Darnell Furlong. He digs it out. Just stands it up, and Greaves gets the run on Sakamoto. Anything to Rushworth's left, and it's 1-0 Ipswich.
Jack Clark latches onto this, the flag stays down. Clark, it's Taylor arriving, it's a brilliant save from Rushworth. How did he stop that? Chaos inside that Coventry City box. But Carl Rushworth has just come up with a piece of brilliance.
Well, this is why I consider Carl Rushworth to be the best goalkeeper in the Championship. Coventry score lots of goals, they've not been the best team so far in this game, but he comes up with stunning saves. This is one of the saves of the season. Brilliant play from Ipswich, but once that ball is struck, he's moving to his left, has to readjust, and then get a right arm out, a strong right arm out to actually save it. It's just magnificent. There's a man who would appreciate that save.
Yeah, I think he's smiling there, Steve Igrizovic. In towards Darnell Furlong. We've seen that move so often.
So all you're looking to do is just get some contact on it, just help it on goalwards, just gets too much on it.
Rao looking to step forward, Radoni looking to get himself in this game. Mason Clark keeps his feet well, Mason Clark, and it's dropped for Victor Torp, who is seen off for now.
Well, Torp does the right thing. He tries to pass it into the bottom corner, but Jacob Greaves has done a lot of attacking. His defensive positioning here was outstanding. He's round on the cover. He knows the shot's going to come in, and he just protects the target.
Haji Wright. Mason Clark trying to make room ahead of it. It's Haji Wright! And Morton gets down to it, but the first sight of goal that Haji Wright has had tonight.
That's good work from Mason Clark. He actually runs Darnell Furlong infield, creates that space for Haji Wright to exploit, and the goalkeeper Walton makes a good save because it's a bouncing ball. He's going to save it, but he knocks it to safety because Mason Clark is closing in. If he parries that, it's a tap-in.
What it meant to him as Jack Clark makes his way forward. He's in behind for a second. Clark pokes it, and Magelli unable to get to it. As Clark threatened in behind.
He should have been more selfish. He's trying to lay this ball off to a teammate to score. Makes a brilliant run in behind. The timing of it is superb. Great touch. Just keep going towards goal. He's off balance as well, but that is a great opportunity. Just keep on going and shoot.
There's Azon! Rushworth is up to his tricks again. Not quite as spectacular as a save in the first half, but just as important.
That's a poor pass. It sends Azon free and clear. I think he kind of shows the goalkeeper what he's looking to do. Just brilliant positioning and reactions again from Rushworth.
Haji Wright robbed of the ball by Kipre. Ipswich in strongly. Jack Clark the target here. They know what he wants to do. It's Jack Clark. It deflects. It loops. It's in. He's managed to finish that one. And Ipswich Town will not leave Coventry City alone. They gave them problems at the start of the month. Now they've turned up in their backyard, bringing them trouble again. And finally, they've made it count. And finally, Rushworth, the unbeatable, is beaten.
Yeah, it took a huge chunk of good fortune and deflection to get the ball past him, but I think for most of the second half, Coventry have been the better team, but it's like someone flicked a switch, then suddenly Ipswich burst into life, and Jack Clark in the side ahead of Philogene. He does have a point to prove, and when he's had the ball, he's looked lively, but once that deflects, even Rushworth can't keep it out, and that is such an important goal in the race for the top two.
Bit of room for Van Ebbeck. He moves away from Matasiwa. Now it's Clark. Comes up there with him. Jack Clark looking to outwit Grimes. Clark. It's Nunez. And it's a second. It's Wes Burns. How's that for a Christmas tale? Wes Burns back from serious injury. The hurt, the pain, the frustration. Forgotten now. The pure joy of scoring a goal again, and our Ipswich Town doing the seemingly impossible, bringing down Coventry in their own castle.
Well, we saw it at Portman Road, the ability of Ipswich to break on Coventry and counter-attack them really effectively, and this is a brilliant example of that. So it's about them being 1-0 up and not settling for that, taking the game to Frank Lampard's side, and you see how brave they've been with Clark staying high up the pitch, and then suddenly the red shirts are flooding forward. The sweeping counter-attack nature, a bit of a touch on it as well, a bit of good fortune, but no more than Ipswich deserve. They have been outstanding.
Sakamoto trying to get to that. Kipre goes down, then Sakamoto tumbles.
really struggled, Coventry, to get at Ipswich. They do finally get in behind. Kipper just misjudges the bounce. Shoulders to shoulder there, but there's a bit of an arm involved, and I think he just dives into him as well, and to me that's a penalty.
Off the head of Greaves. Ipswich Town send out a message to those around them. Do not forget about us. And Coventry City received that message loud and clear. This place, which had refused to fall, falls tonight. Jack Clark's deflected effort put Ipswich Town in front before Wes Burns, a brilliant, beautiful moment for him, made it to back from serious injury, and that tonight did the job for Ipswich Town. Carl Rushworth beaten twice in the second half, but he pulled off a magnificent, unbelievable save in the first half. It is finished. Coventry City 0, Ipswich Town 2.